Hungry Panda's branding might be cute and cuddly with a mascot called Happy.
希望 Happy 能够成为大家生活中必不可少的快乐伙伴。
But some delivery riders say working for the UK-based app can be harsh. After the company's food delivery riders revolted in 2021, workers are again protesting, claiming pay has been slashed. The Transport Workers Union claims the company has now cut base rates from $7 to $4 per order for those on motorbikes, $6 to $5 for bicycles.
Hungry Panda has been treating this industry like it's the Wild West.
Speaking up comes at a cost, according to 40-year-old Joy Ying Wang, otherwise known as Joy.
说实话，我们很多华人其实是很害怕起来有抗议活动的，因为很容易被报复。
Joy says she came to Australia from China in 2018 after her family's business failed with losses in the tens of thousands of dollars. Each food delivery on the Hungry Panda app helped her pay down the debt.
心情很压抑，然后呢，可能就是那一段时间就是情绪就会非常不稳定，因为这个对未来的那种恐惧，然后对自己不知道能不能把这个账帮到家人，就是就情绪非常的就是低。
But after raising concerns about conditions and promoting a worker protest, Joy says Hungry Panda singled her out by cutting back the number of orders she received on the app.
那这个他们为什么针对我？我可能是因为我是一个特别不听话的一个骑手，那有反抗意识。那他们现在对我实施的就是这个报复行动，其实是非常具体的。
She's now taken Hungry Panda to the Fair Work Commission.
What Joy is saying to the Fair Work Commission is that I stood up for my rights as a worker in Australia. And as a result of standing up for my rights, the company took adverse action against me. That is, rather than providing me with the 60 to 70 orders per day that I was receiving, they cut my orders to a trickle between 0 and 5 orders a day.
Last month, Joy took her fight to Canberra as federal parliament debated the government's new minimum protections for workers in the gig economy. Senator David Pocock cast a critical vote.
现在确实生活上有一些困难嘛，因为他一直在打击报复我，都快3周了，所以我想寻求你们的帮助，能够立法这一次能够成功，然后使我们很多弱势群体能够得到保护。
Well, thank you for coming and sharing your story.
Sorry.
No, it shouldn't be happening. It's a brave thing to do to come out publicly and tell your story.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
As part of the consultation with this bill, we've heard dozens of stories of delivery drivers who feel like they have been totally shafted by the platforms.
Hungry Panda haven't come to the table at all at any of the meetings that I've been at. Pretty much all the other gig platforms have engaged in different ways.
The food delivery industry came under pressure in 2020 after 5 riders across various companies died while on the job in Melbourne and Sydney. In response, the major players moved to improve standards. Uber Eats, DoorDash and Menulog signing agreements with the Transport Workers Union. Hungry Panda didn't join them.
The company has a shaky track record. In 2021, Hungry Panda agreed to reinstate 2 riders after they took the company to the Fair Work Commission alleging unfair dismissal. That same year, the company apologised after it failed to promptly report the death of a rider to Safe Work New South Wales.
Were you aware that you had a legal obligation to report the death of Mr Chen to Safe Work New South Wales as soon as you learnt about it?
Yes, I do now.
Did you know at the time?
No.
熊猫外卖又有新订单了。
Hungry Panda says it now has 40,000 riders in 10 countries and recently rebranded, claiming its new yellow uniforms will help with rider visibility.
黄色是交通上最安全的颜色，夜间反光度最高，也最醒目。我们 们希望这次
London-based CEO Eric Liu declined to be interviewed.
This is actually the whole delivery area that we can cover in Melbourne. And then, as you can see...
But in Melbourne, Hungry Panda's global media spokesperson, Kitty Liu, spoke to 7:30. How concerned are you that Hungry Panda is developing a bad reputation on worker rights?
We have always been talking to unions, and also, we have our support team consistently coming into different areas to talk to our riders. We are here openly wanting to talk to them to understand where their concern actually comes from, because every individual is valued by our company.
Kitty Liu denied Hungry Panda had cut riders' pay. The base rate of pay hasn't changed.
No. Ever since.
In 2024.
No.
And it hasn't been cut.
No.
And as for Joy, she says that Hungry Panda reduced the number of orders she received on the app because she promoted a protest against the company. What does Hungry Panda have to say about that?
Well, firstly, I want to deny that. What happened was, we never really act against her, because of she joined the union or organizing the protest. The only reason for us, if we actually manage the accounts, is because some unlawful public behavior. We actually have a record that for her public behavior, she was actually using a loudspeaker, walking around the street and disturbing pedestrians and stuff, and that was actually called the police, and then we actually the police actually attended such event, and that was the reason why we managed her account to receive lower orders.
To be clear, Hungry Panda did lower the number of orders she was receiving.
Yeah.
But you say that was because of unlawful behaviour.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a pretty serious claim to make, that she was involved in unlawful behaviour. She was breaking the law, according to what you're saying.
What I'm trying to say is, that's what happened. We actually called the police for her behaviour.
Joy told 7:30 she went to protest at Hungry Panda's Sydney office, but never engaged in unlawful behaviour.
Hungry Panda bullies riders in Australia.
Saying she agreed to leave when asked by building security. New South Wales Police confirmed officers attended the scene after reports of a woman yelling at passers-by on an amplifier, but could not locate anyone matching that description. Joy's fight in the Fair Work Commission continues.
对我们骑手，我希望他们有更多的善心或者更多的善意，不要对我们像对待仇人一样。